A champion's defense. No greater honor, no tougher challenge. The 2012 NBA championship was a first of its kind for many on the Heat's otherwise distinguished roster. Having satisfied that singular desire, many of the 12 returning players must now find a way to reinvent themselves and their mission in an effort to match the unquenchable thirst that once fueled their quest for a first title.
I'm not satisfied. I know the history of the game and legends. You become legendary when you win more than one championship. And that's my next goal.
I want our guys to be excited about this opportunity, about the opportunity for real legacy. And that's what all competitors want. You want to play for something special.
Their opponent knows well the uphill battle a champion can face in their effort to repeat. 4 times since the arrival of Tim Duncan, the Spurs have enjoyed the view from the champion's perch. In each successive season, they were derailed in their efforts to repeat.
They get it to Fisher. He scores! Derek Fisher scores at the buzzer.
Dallas battles back, and validation from Dirk Nowitzki.
The celebration is on in Dallas.
In a season barely 1 month old, Miami has already been put to the test, receiving the nightly best that opponents save only for the defending champs.
The recipe for success on a grand scale is time-honored and battle-tested. The Celtics of the late 50s and early 60s first patented the formula and then perfected it 2 decades later by assembling a trio of stars around which they formed a lasting championship culture. Boston's blueprint has been emulated on many occasions since, but rarely with the kind of long-term stability achieved by the San Antonio Spurs. Building around a less heralded, though equally effective core, the Spurs have been the NBA's model of consistent success in the new millennium. Now, in their 11th year together, the firm of Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan appear poised just as they have been, seemingly, each and every year. If indeed imitation is the greatest form of flattery, then Miami paid the Spurs the most favorable form of a compliment when they formed the core of their present roster in 2010, having reached the finals in each of the last 2 seasons. The Heat hope that their trio of talented stars is just beginning their own era of invincibility. Tonight, 2 teams with designs on adding to their legacy put their respective recipes to the test. Heat Live delivered by Papa John's continues as the MVP puts the gear on, getting ready to go. Where's the Coke captain? Yeah, I see Dwayne Wade. There he is. Also strapping it up, getting ready to go against the San Antonio Spurs tonight. And when we say the San Antonio...
What they don't have, as we go to our Papa John's key ingredients, how about missing ingredients? The Spurs are an older team with Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili. They're playing their 4th game in 5 nights. This is their 11th road game in the month of November. Greg Popovich saying, we're going to make a smart decision and not a macho decision. Steven Jackson and Kawhi Leonard, they're out with injuries. Danny Green, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Tim Duncan sent home by the head coach Greg Popovich to rest up and get ready for Saturday night's game against Memphis. Earlier tonight at Heat head coach Eric Spoelstra's press conference, he was asked to comment on Coach Popovich's decision.
It's not the first time he's done it. It's not a surprise. We've talked about it before shoot-around today, that we didn't know necessarily who was going to play it, and that we had to treat the shoot-around for what it was. It's an opportunity for us to get better. Let's not get caught up in things we can't control. So it really wasn't a surprise. Was that the blueprint for everybody else? Every team is different, and you can't really say unless you're in a position where you feel like it would benefit you.
It was a big game NBA Thursday night here in Miami, a heavyweight battle of championship contenders. A matchup between the NBA's best home team and the league's best road team and 2 of the league's hottest clubs. And you have a ringside seat for all the action right here on Sunsports. Welcome everybody inside the sold-out American Airlines Arena. First of 2 meetings between the 10-3 Miami Heat and the 13-3 San Antonio Spurs. And we always hope you enjoy every bounce and basket right along with us. Miami Heat basketball on Sunsports, presented by AT&T Uverse. As in the Heat's 3 All-Stars, Dwayne Wade been especially good at home this year, averaging 22 points a game on 52% shooting at home. He had his best game of the year, 29, against Boston here. LeBron James, 18 straight games of 20 points or better. He's 4th in the NBA in scoring, the most complete basketball player in the world. And Chris Bosh, already 7 games of 20 points or better. He's 7th in the league in field goal percentage. The number 8 scorer, Chris averaging 20 points per game.
It is time for your Cleveland Clinic Florida starting lineups. Things a lot different for the San Antonio Spurs as Duncan, Ginobili, Green, and Parker are not with the team. You saw the names that will be starting as they get ready for a home matchup against the Grizzlies. As for the Miami Heat, it's Rashard Lewis in the mix as Shane Battier is down with that bum right knee.
On this NBA Thursday night, a matchup we were looking forward to. One featuring 2 heavyweight championship contenders. The best team at home in Miami, the best road team in San Antonio. 2 teams with top 3 records in the NBA. The first of 2 meetings between 10-3 Miami, 13-3 San Antonio. Decision and do what's best for our ball club. Our Papa John's tip of the game. Delivered by Papa John's, our officiating crew, Tony Brothers, Eric Dalen, and Michael Smith. This is the 3rd time in the history of this matchup that Miami's won 2 in a row against San Antonio. Keep this in mind as we start off. No Heat team has ever won 3 straight games against the Spurs, and that is game, and the Spurs take a 1-point lead. Heat have been off since their Saturday night come-from-behind win against the Cavaliers. Miami had to score the last 9 points of that game to win it 110-108. Chalmers drives in, got it, and the foul on Mills.
Derek, what he did, Chalmers, not only got into the lane, he leaned into Mills, who was trying to block the shot. That very subtle move got him to the rim. Watch it again. He's going to lean into Mills as Mills tries to come over and defend. So good play by Chalmers.
The fact that Sherm never got to play in the backcourt with Steve Smith, the year Sherm left was the year the Heat drafted Steve Smith, and even though the Steve Smith-Brian Shaw backcourt... Oh, nice! LeBron with the alley-oop in honor of Sherman Douglas. Dwayne Wade hammering it down.
Watching it.
I think we enjoyed watching that Heat team. Even though we didn't win a lot, we played hard. We played the right way. We were coached the right way. We just was an inexperienced team.
Yeah, it was exciting. I think when the Heat first started in 1988, the fans came to see everybody else in the league. But then they started to really like the team, you guys, you, Ronnie, and the guys, and they started to come cheer for you.
8.5 points, 8.5 assists, shot 50%. You were the Heat's MVP. You had some monster games, especially in Heat victories. What are you most proud of, and what do you remember most about those brilliant first 2 seasons as a member of the Heat?
Well, I think that what I remember most is I think I matured a little faster than the guys who got drafted in front of me. They gave me the ball. They wanted me to be the leader of the team, and I responded.
Well, Sherman Douglas may not be big in height, but a heart the size of this building. You back down from no one. This Haslam with a rebound. Tony, this is a Spurs franchise that's been the model of success and of consistency. Over the last 15 years, they have the NBA's best record, winning over 70% of their games.
LeBron with a quick crossover that wasn't there. He gets by Diaw, and he bumps with him, and they're physical with each other, but he gets by him and finishes the play.
That Exmo replay was brought to you by Rand Eye Institute. To get it in the gear, they're playing a dangerous game for the 3rd consecutive game.
Yes.
Dwayne Wade against Boris Diaw, drives in and corkscrews it in. First points of the 4th quarter for a Heat starter. 4:10 left here in the 4th quarter. Chalmers rolls off. LeBron with a rebound. Ray Allen for 3. LeBron with a rebound. Another shot clock for the Heat, but they're down 5. James for Haslam, ducks it home.
LeBron drew 2 defenders that left UD open on the baseline. Another perfect pass.
Got 20 points. And the Spurs lead at 98-93. 2:07 left. LeBron hits the runner. Much needed score by LeBron James, who has 6 of his 22
left in the game.
Gotta have a stop. DeColo for splitter, deflected away by Wade, and here comes Miami. 3-on-3 break. Dwayne putting it up and rolling it in. It's a one-point game, 98-97. Yeah, the Heat could take the lead on this possession.
Bad matchup here for San Antonio. Splitter can't guard LeBron.
LeBron in trouble with 4 on the shot clock. Allen for 3. Good! Ray Allen to the rescue again. Seven straight points for Miami. They were down by 7 with 4:45 to play. They have come roaring back, and again, Ray Allen rescues Miami. A 2-point lead with 22 seconds left.
Off a LeBron pass, off his assist, he gathers the ball. How many times have we seen LeBron hit Ray Allen at the end of games? Ray Allen lives for that moment. That's at least the 4th time he's made a big shot at the end of a game here, and is trying to rescue the Heat again.
Ray Allen had 15 fourth-quarter points against Cleveland. The Heat can finally exhale. 3 seconds left. Neal, final shot, no good, and the Heat come from behind to win it, 105-100. Miami was down by 7 with under 5 minutes left. They trailed by 5 with just over 2 minutes left, and they closed the game on a 16-5 run and win it 105-100. Spurs lose for just the 2nd time in 11 road games. They fall to 13-4. With the win, the Heat go to 11-3. They are 7-0 at home. Ray Allen, again a hero, 20 points for Allen, and he had 11 of them in the 4th quarter. Right now, he's with Jason Jackson.
Ray Allen truly having a November to remember. You've gotten very comfortable in this building. But again, off of a play where you're just scrambling for something, a second chance opportunity, how do you continue to keep yourself in LeBron's sight so he can find you, so you can knock down those shots?
Just constant movement. Just constant movement. Every time my guy turns his head, I got to find the open spot so LeBron can see me. And, you know, anything can happen out there. You know, we put ourselves in such a tough situation, but, you know, we kept plugging away at it. And, you know, the ball's going to bounce our favor in one of these moments, these possessions. And, you know, we got a game to win, so we figured it out this time.
I'll be the first of about 1,000 people to ask you this question on a night where you don't have 4 of their 5 starters. Why is a game this hard at home against this team?
I have to say Greg Popovich, he has a great system. You know, you see even when they have their main players in there, they take them out, they sit them down, and they plug guys in, and they keep running the system. So, you know, tagging, cutting, you know, we got to be more aware. We got to do a better job of talking. And, you know, this is the type of team that always going to give us a little bit of problem just from the movement they have, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th pass. And, you know, we didn't do a great job of it, but we got stopped when we need to down the stretch.
And again, how much do you love these rims in here now?
I love all rims.
No matter where they are. Ray, thank you. We appreciate it. Congratulations on the win. Thanks for yet another big shot. My goodness, 105-100. Ray does it again. Isn't it great to have him in the Miami Heat home white just in case? Tonight was one of those cases. LeBron finds him once again for the finish, and the Heat grab the victory and remain undefeated at home in 7 trips. More to come here on Sunsports. Stay right there.